What's up, guys? I'm Rob. This is Trinity Armament. What I have here is a I don't even know how to pronounce this. Lorcin L-25. It's a little 25 ACP semi-auto. It's a little beat up. It's in pretty rough shape. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on it. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Yeah, it's in pretty rough shape. I mean, it'll fire, but it's got its nicks for sure. You know, a lot of wearing on the blue. So what I want to try and do today is, well, strip it down and maybe re-blue it. I've been reading a lot on a home brewing solution, one that involves hydrogen peroxide, salt, and vinegar. And apparently to just remove the bluing, all I need is vinegar. So let's test this theory out today. I'm gonna disassemble the gun and we'll get the vinegar in the pot. We'll let it sit for maybe about 5-10 minutes with the parts inside and see how the bluing comes off, or if it comes off at all. All right, let's get this started here. Shout out to Klein Tools. I love this little guy. Start by taking the grips off. Come on. There we go. All right. Now you can kind of see the internals here. This is the magazine. Mag release. So to take this apart, I'm going to need, you could probably do it with a screwdriver. I just like to use, this is just a plastic punch, but you have to push this piece in, because there's a hook, and I'll show you once we get it out. There's a hook in there that keeps the slide on, so it could be a bit tricky to get this off. Oh, come on. This might take me a while, so bear with me. There we go. Oh, nice. Everything just fell apart with it. Okay, so this is the sear right here. I'm not sure if you could see that, but that's the sear right there. We can just pop that out. Got a little spring on it. Put that off to the side. I guess this is, yeah, this is the recoil spring. Here we have this is, you know, to activate or deactivate the sear, whatever you want to call it, when you pull the trigger. I'll take that off. Let's see. We're definitely going to want to take all this crap off, just because I don't know how it's going to affect the other metals. I've never done this before, so this will be my first time. But here you can see that hook I was talking about. So that pretty much just, you know, hooks onto this little bar in here, if you could see that. Keeps that slide on there. Adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. You know, I guess we should probably just start with. Is it steel or aluminum? You know, I don't even know what this is made out of. It might be aluminum. I don't know. I doubt it. But I don't know. It's pretty light compared to everything else. Here's the firing pin. Firing pin. That nonsense. All right. We'll start taking the trigger off. There's a little pin in here, if you could see that. That's to hold the trigger in. We'll use our 1/16 inch roll pin punch here. All right, we'll put our pin off to the side. Take our trigger out. And we're going to go ahead and take the mag release out as well. This is the safety, by the way. I'll show you how to put it back in. We'll talk about that later. Alright. Come on. There. That's plastic. So, pretty much got everything out. Guess I'll go ahead and take these pins out as well. I could probably leave these in there. I don't think anything's gonna happen to them, but we'll just take them out anyway. Easy enough to take out. Might as well. So I'm actually gonna put these in a certain order because I don't know if they're any different from each other or how different they are, if they are different. So, okay, yeah, you could already see that one's longer than the other. So, where is that? Yeah, right there. Okay. All right. Well, this thing is fully stripped down. Really nothing. Well, sorry about that. The camera died. I'm not sure what you missed, but I was just saying is I don't know how to take the extractor out, and I don't feel like messing with it either. So I'm just gonna leave this slide as is. We have our frame. It's fully stripped. Everything's out of the frame. Put our grip over here with our pile of junk. Mag. Almost lost a pin there. Well, I'm an idiot. It's not glued, it's painted. So nothing happened, obviously. I got some paint stripper instead, and we'll see how that works. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's paint, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, well, this has been sitting for about 40 minutes, wrapped up into this paint thinner, cleaner, stripper, whatever you want to call it. Probably should be wearing gloves, but I don't have them, so bare-handing this. Woo! And if you're using this, it smells like ass. Let me grab another towel here. Now this should just, alright. Well, that's kind of exactly how I hoped it would work. Let's see. Alright. Alright, I mean there's definitely some areas that are going to need to sit a little bit longer in that solution, but for the most part, we got a lot of the paint off here. Get this out of the way. See what we're working with. I think I'm going to hit this with some like 220 grit, score up the paint a little bit more, just so it just so the paint remover has a little bit more, I don't know, surface area to work with or something, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, let me do that. Alright, got some 220. Oh wow, okay, well that comes off real easy, I guess. Probably have to go over it with like 1500 grit or something like that once I'm done. Just to smooth out the finish a little bit more. But that is coming right off. All right. Well, that's good news. Yeah, I can't emphasize enough how bad this stuff actually smells. Definitely do this outside. Now honestly, this portion isn't that important to me just because it's going to be covered by the grip anyway, but this back portion here is definitely going to need some attention because it's actually visible. So I'll hit that with a little sanding. Get inside this trigger guard here. And I mean, I don't know if this is the right or wrong, whatever way I'm doing it. This is just the way I'm doing it. Doesn't at all insinuate that I'm doing it correctly. This is just stuff that I have lying around, and I don't feel like running to the store to get anything special, so this we'll just have to do, at least for now. Alright, I'm going to put this back in the paint stripping solution just to get some more of this, this crap off here. Hopefully it'll take off more of this in the grooves here. Save me a little more elbow grease. So I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to go run and grab the slide, and we'll see how that one played out. Alright, so here we have the slide. See how this did. Again, this was sitting for about 45 minutes. Alright, well the slide did not do that great. Alright. The slide definitely didn't do as good as the frame. Oh, forgot to toss that in there also. Definitely didn't do as good as the frame, that's for sure. So what we'll do is sand this down also and put it back. Maybe let this one sit for an hour or so. Hopefully get some better results. So after a little bit of time in the solution, I didn't really like how it came out, so I took it down with the wire wheel. Now I'm just going to sand it down with some 220 just to get it flat and get some of these score marks out. right, that's 220. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna hit it with maybe a little more 220 than about 3,000 grit. All right, here they are, fresh out of the parts. Oh. Fresh out of the parts washer. Nice and clean. You know, is this gonna be a mirror finish? No. We're definitely not using the right tools for that. Just a couple of things of sandpaper, you know, and some paint thinner, or stripper rather. But all the exposed parts at least are kind of polished. Better than what it looked like in my opinion. I'm happy with it. Again, we didn't spend too much time on it. Is this gun even worth the time we're putting into? No, it's not, but it doesn't matter. You know, this is just a fun little project to do at home. Alright, we're going to be switching gears here. I decided not to do the rust bluing on this. I want to see how polished I could get it, and I thought this would be a good learning opportunity for me. So I ran out, I grabbed one of these polishing wheels. Shout out to Home Depot for covering up all the information that I need on the back here. Very much appreciated. Love struggling. But anyway, yeah, well, let me figure out what this chart means and see how it applies to the gun here. And we'll get polishing this gun up and just see how shiny we could get this sucker. Alright, I kind of figured this chart out a little bit. I'm going to go with this. It doesn't give a specific grit. If it was a grit, this would be way easier, but they give you this weird little chart here. So this would be considered either aggressive or medium for brass, copper, kind of those softer metals, and steel. So that's why I chose to go with this, because I don't really know what this is going to do to this. You know, I know it's steel, but I could imagine it's not very great steel. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the compound for the softer metal just to be safe. And then if all goes well with that, maybe we'll step up with something more aggressive. But I feel like it'll work just fine. And then we'll move on to the more fine finish polish. So let's get it started. I didn't want to bore you guys to death, so I pretty much just did a lot of this elbow grease off camera. I ended up moving up to the, again, I don't know what grit this is, but the more aggressive grit, and I mean, I took a ton of those deeper scratches off. And I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. We still got a little bit left to do. I'm going to drop down in aggressiveness with these, in this, I'm forgetting the name, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Just trying to get that nice near mirror finish. I could see myself in this slide here. I don't know if you could kind of see just how shiny it is. You could kind of see the reflection in it right there. Way better. Way better than anything we were going to get done by means of sandpaper. So I'm going to get back to polishing these up, and I'll check back in with you in a bit. Alright, I've gotten it to a point where I'm happy. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, get some of this excess compound off, and we'll go back to the shop and we'll get it back together. Take a look at that. It was quite the process, but overall I think the results came out pretty good. It's a near mirror finish. Obviously there's some little scratches and scores still in the slide here, and definitely you could see on the frame. But overall I'm very happy with the results. I think it looks fantastic, at least way better than it did when we first got the gun. So let's put it back together so we could see it, what it looks like when it's fully complete. I'm really happy the way this came out. It looks so much better than what it looked like before. I'm really happy the way that this came out. See if I can get it to focus. You could see, yes, there's still some scratches in there, but overall, I think it looks fantastic. Guys, I just want to say thank you for sticking with us to the end. If this is the sort of content that you like to see or enjoy seeing, please consider liking, subscribing, maybe leaving a comment down below for future video recommendations. If there's something that you would like to see, please let me know. I'm Rob, this is Trinity Armament, and thank you for watching.